Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite cruelty-free drugstore brands, as well as tell you a couple of products from each brand that I would highly recommend. So if you're starting out on your cruelty-free journey or just want some product recommendations from the drugstore, I feel like this will be really helpful for you. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Also, a few of these products I do have here with me to actually show you, but the ones I don't have because I'm currently at school, so I don't have all my makeup with me, I will just pop pictures up on screen so you guys can see the products that I'm talking about. But the first brand that I really love, and one of my favorite drugstore cruelty-free brands, is Milani. I love a lot of their products, pretty much all the products I've tried from them. One of my favorites is the Prep and Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. So this is just a really pretty finishing powder, so it's not completely matte. It gives a little bit of a glow to your skin, but it's not any kind of shimmer or glitter glow. It just gives that really nice natural finish to your skin. So I don't like my skin to look completely matte. So I really love using this because it gives that nice natural glow without completely mattifying your face, but it also sets your face down. And as you can see, this is a very well loved product, and I definitely would repurchase this after I finish it. So if you don't like that really matte look to your skin, but you still want some type of powder to set your skin, I would highly recommend this. Another product from Milani that I don't have with me, but I will pop pictures up, is their Color Statement lipsticks. I do have 3 of these in my collection, and I really love them. They have a huge color selection, so you can pretty much find any color you're looking for. And what I like about them is they also have a matte formula and a cream formula. So depending on what type of finish you're looking for, you can pretty much find whatever you're looking for. So I really love the range they have because there's so many colors and the option of those different finishes. And these are just really nice lipsticks. They're super comfortable. The mattifying ones I don't find to be really drying, and the creamy ones are just so buttery and creamy and pigmented. These are some of my favorite lipsticks. The next brand I wanted to talk about is Flower Beauty, and I really love, again, everything I've tried from Flower Beauty, and there are a lot of products from their brand that I want to try that I haven't. So one of my favorite products from them are their blush bombs, and I'm sure these are very hyped up, so you've probably heard about these, but I really love their blush bombs. They're one of probably my favorite cream type of blush formula, even though I feel like I haven't tried too many cream or liquid blushes, but I really love these. They're so easy to apply and just great for everyday wear. My favorite shade is Cinnamon. I do have 2 shades in this. So Cinnamon is just a really pretty warm everyday shade, and that's probably my favorite one. But also, if you are looking for a really good powder blush, I would highly recommend the Flower Pots blushes. These are a more matte formula. I believe they may have a couple shades that are a little bit shimmery and glowy, but the ones I have at least are matte. So if you're looking for a good matte blush, I would really recommend these. And they have a good color range. They have a good amount of shades. Again, not anything like super extensive, but they do have a good selection of shades to choose from. And I feel like these would just be perfect if you're just looking for a really easy drugstore cruelty-free blush. The next brand, again, that I really love is Essence. And if you're looking for a more glowy blush, so Flower Beauty has really good liquid blushes and matte blushes, but if you want that more glowy natural blush effect, I would highly recommend the Essence Satin Touch blushes. They just give the most beautiful satin finish to your cheeks. Again, it's not shimmery or glittery in any way. It just gives a really nice natural glow. So these are definitely some of my favorite blushes from the drugstore. I would highly recommend picking these up. The only thing though is I believe they only have a few shades in this blush. I'm sure a lot of people would love it if they expanded the shade range of these blushes, but they are just some of my favorites. The ones I have are just really pretty everyday colors that I can really get a lot of use out of. I also really love the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel. That is a really good inexpensive eyebrow gel. I believe it's only like $3. So if you're looking for a good brow gel, I would highly recommend the one from Essence. It's one of my favorites, and again, they do have an okay shade range in this brow gel as well. Another one of my favorite cruelty-free drugstore brands, I feel like this brand is sort of similar to Essence, but it is Catrice. And one of my favorite more full coverage foundations is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. That is a really good one. If you're looking for a full coverage foundation that's not drying or cakey and doesn't make your skin look gross and heavy, so I highly recommend that foundation. If you're looking for a good full coverage foundation, it's definitely a little bit more matte, but it doesn't suck the life out of your skin, and I feel like it lasts really well on my skin. And I do have dry skin. Usually I don't like full coverage foundations, but this one is one that I really love and will wear for those special occasions where I want my makeup to last a really long time and where I know my makeup will look good for the whole day. And another product from Catrice is their Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. I really love this. If I want to mattify my face a little bit, usually I just put this in the T-zone because I don't like my face to look super matte. But for the T-zone, where I do tend to get a little bit oily, this is really good at controlling my oils, and it is a translucent powder, so it doesn't add any coverage or anything like that, which I kind of like. And as you can see, again, this one is very well loved, and I just really love this. I find that it keeps me matte for a really long time, and it's almost like invisible on the skin. Like you can't even really tell you're wearing powder. It just mattifies your face down without giving you that gross powdery effect. So if you're looking for a good mattifying powder, I would highly recommend this one from Catrice. The next brand that I want to talk about is NYX Cosmetics, and I'm sure you guys can guess what products I'm going to talk about, but they do have a couple of my favorite lip formulas. So the first one are the soft matte lip creams. I really love this formula. If you're looking for a sort of liquid lipstick type formula that doesn't make your lips feel super dry and dehydrated, these are sort of not like the traditional liquid lipsticks. They don't completely dry down and they're not transfer proof, but I do really love this formula. It's super comfortable and they do stay on really well even though they're not transfer proof. One of my favorite shades is Cane's. It's just a really pretty natural warm nude shade, and I really love this formula. This is probably my favorite sort of liquid lipstick formula because I just tend not to wear liquid lipsticks, but these ones I really love. And they do have a huge shade range for these, so you can pretty much find any color you're looking for. I have a ton of these in my collection, probably too many, but I do really love this formula. And then the other lip product are the NYX Butter Glosses. This is just a really beautiful gloss formula. I find that these aren't too pigmented, but they're not like super sheer. They still show up on your lips, so I find that they're the perfect amount of pigment, and you can also sort of build it up to be more pigmented. One of my favorite shades is Tiramisu. It's just a really nice natural nudie pink shade, and again, I just really love the formula of this. They're super comfortable on the lips. They're not really sticky at all, and I find that these stay on pretty well as well. I mean, for a gloss, obviously it's not going to be super long wearing, but again, they do have a huge shade range in these ones as well, so you can really find any shade you're looking for. And then the last product from NYX that I wanted to recommend is their micro brow pencil. I really love this brow pencil. It has a spoolie on one end, and then obviously the other end is the pencil, but I like how thin this is. I really like my brow pencils to be super thin. Obviously it is the micro brow pencil, so that's what I would expect, but I also really love the shade of this. This matches my eyebrows almost perfectly. It is in the shade Ash Brown, and I find it not to be too warm because I find the problem with a lot of brow pencils is they can be super warm on me. So I do really love this product all around. The shade is perfect, and I love how small and skinny the tip of it is to really get those hair-like brow strokes. So this is definitely one of my favorite brow pencils, and I'm actually almost done with this, so I will need to repurchase it soon, but I would highly recommend this if you're looking for a really good brow pencil. The last brand that I wanted to mention is NYX Cosmetics. They have a ton of really good products for super cheap, and one of my favorite products from them is actually their cream blush and bronzer duo. Again, I don't have that with me. I will pop a picture of it up on screen, but this is just the most beautiful cream formula, and I like how it is a bronzer and a blush, so you can kind of do your whole face with just these products. And I find that they're just so easy to apply. The bronzer is the perfect, not too warm but not too cool shade, and I really love the blush shade as well. It's just a really natural pink shade. So this is probably one of my favorite drugstore cream formulas, at least that I have tried, and I just find that it is really convenient to use to have the blush and bronzer in one. So if you're looking for some good cream products, I would highly recommend checking out Elf's cream blush and bronzer duo. They also have a whole cream blush palette that I've heard is really good, but I haven't tried that out. And then the last products that I wanted to recommend from NYX Cosmetics is, first of all, their sponge. This is called their Total Face Sponge, and it is a really, really nice sponge. I believe it's only like $4, and sorry, mine is dirty because I did use it today, but I really, really love this sponge. It's probably one of my favorites that I've tried, and it's one of the cheapest, obviously, from the drugstore. I do also really like the Real Technique sponge, but this one is just as good, and I would definitely repurchase this when I need to. And then I also wanted to recommend e.l.f.'s brushes. This is just one of their eyeshadow brushes. This is the Fluffy Eye Blender brush, so it's just a really nice transition crease brush, and they have a ton of brushes on their site. They have a lot of good eye brushes as well as face brushes. They have a really nice cheek stippling brush that I like to use for like cream blushes as well, and this one is really nice as well. I love their eye brushes and their face brushes, so if you're looking for some really good brushes that are inexpensive, I would highly recommend checking out e.l.f.'s brushes, and these are super soft. I tend to reach for these over my Morphe brushes and most of my other brushes, so I do really, really like these, and this is probably only like $3 or $4, so I would highly recommend checking out e.l.f. if you are looking for some new brushes. But that is it for all of my cruelty-free drugstore recommendations, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any recommendations from these brands or other cruelty-free drugstore brands. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I do post new videos about 3 times a week, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.